Hey guys! Yes, sir! It is time for another new to me and pretty new company overall, small batch, American made, veteran owned company. And this one today goes by the name of Lyons Mane. Lyons Mane. And the reason why the name of the company is Lyons Mane, not just because of the beard and a lion's mane kind of looks like facial hair. The owner's name is Lyons. I'm pretty sure that was the signature in his email. That is his Facebook. I don't know him super well or have like a big relationship or anything, but I thought that was pretty dang cool, right? We've seen different plays on this name before, but being his actual name is fantastic. So we're going to learn about this company today and everything that I think you should know. But if I miss anything, the comment section is always open. Please put your questions down below. I'll try my best. And if I don't have an answer, hopefully the owner is active in the comments as well and is able to help you guys out. If you like these kind of videos and appreciate learning about these beautiful small batch companies, hit that thumbs up for me. My name's Dan. Let's jump in. This company is out of Houston, Texas. And the story goes, Lyons' wife was diagnosed with breast cancer and she survived. Woo, shout out to her. And with that, they said, you know what? We need to take a look at all health aspects of our lives, including our skin and hair. So his wife started making products. I believe she was using like coconut oil at the time. And the owner said, you know, it works, but it's not good enough for my beard. So he started making his own products. Started off with carriers only. Then he did a lot of research, got some like guts up and decided, you know what? I'm going to get into the aromas. I'm going to get into the scents of these products. He had a buddy who was like, dude, you need to get these in the hands of like barbers and see what they think. So he brought it to a barber shop and came back a couple of days later, and the owner's like, where'd you get these? And he's like, I made them actually at my house. And the barbershop owner's like, I want to buy 30. You need to get this out to people. So since then, he's launched a website. He started making products and really seems like it's the start of the company, but getting their footing. They have some other products that I don't have. I know they have a butter. I believe they also have a balm, and I can see that line expanding in the future. We do have some lady body oils as well to talk about, even though I'm using them for myself on my dry skin right now. And yeah, I think that's kind of the main thing. As he is really fresh and getting started, a couple of bits of advice I would give to this company. One, your backstory is everything. So many people can relate to that. So many people can understand why you would start a company and be passionate about it with your situation. Add an about us to the website. I didn't see that. I would have a picture of you. I'd have a picture of your wife. I would try to let people know behind the scenes, it is small batch. It is veteran owned. Here is our story. I think that that's powerful. When I'm looking at companies, that's something I really go to. Another thing I would tweak slightly, and it does seem like kind of the groundwork stages of a website, and a lot of us love small batch, and we love seeing them make those advancements. I would make the ingredient section on every product's listing very clear. I believe I was able to find them on most of them, but it was kind of almost, and this probably isn't a fair word, but buried within like paragraphs where it would be there, but just put a bolded, underlined, boom, ingredients and have them on there. They do that with the scent profile, which I applaud, and the scent profiles on the label, which I also applaud. So let's jump into the details beyond that, you guys. They're oil, and they have a couple of different versions. So I received these oils, right? And they look very similar. And one thing I will say is I have 4 of these orifice reducer type tops here. They seem very full, right? And I'm sure somebody might watch and be like, didn't even try. I've used every single one of these at least once, and several of them many times. These bad boys came filled to the tippity top. Now, that's awesome. You're getting more bang for your buck. If you guys don't know, on these bottles, 1 ounce is right about here. It's right about where you start to see that curve change. Now, bottles, this is not by weight. It's fluid ounces, so it's by how much space it takes up. Butter, balms, anything viscous or semi-viscous is by weight because you can add air. There's a whole bunch of variables. This is just by the bottle. So it's right about there. Anything above that is just free product. Now, my only warning to this company, and some of you are like, Dan, shut up, is if you overfill it in the winter, if it freezes, some of those ingredients will expand, right? We've seen oil not look like oil. When they expand, if you don't have it sealed well, it can leak. And so there is a downside to overfilling, especially in the winter. Just something to be aware of there. But just know the oils I received were up to the tippity top. This was a lot that was packed in here. I'm guessing it was dang near a quarter of an ounce extra, which again, more bang for your buck, not a criticism. And then these oils, I think, just have a slightly different carrier blend, which we'll get into all that. But the oils on the website go for $22. Now, here are the details. Hang with me as we have a couple of variables. Here is the carrier blend: jojoba, avocado, argan, and then a mix of fragrance and essential oils. 3 carriers. Now, the one exception is if you go over to this bottle here, nope, not that one, this bottle here, jojoba, avocado, and then pomegranate oil. Okay, so it is the same first 2 carriers, but the third one is different. Their website let me know that they go to argan in the winter and then pomegranate for the rest of the year. All right? And then we have this bottle over here, the squeeze bottle. I thought maybe like a liquid butter or something. Nope, this is a beard oil. Only difference is jojoba and avocado. Only 2 ingredients on this one. Now, do I think 2 to 3 carriers is enough? I think it can be. I think the prime range for me and my beard, in my experience over the last 10 years, is a little bit more than that, can come with benefits. However, I have had oils with 2 to 3 carriers that were fine. They're not going to be revolutionary. They're not going to change your outlook on oils or anything like that, but you likely don't need to. You need them to make your beard feel good. You need them to make your beard smell good and look good. And then, of course, have the health benefits that we can't see. I think these do that. Now, for the viscosity of this oil, it is a medium thick blend. I wouldn't say it's full thick, but it's definitely not light or medium. A medium thick blend for the viscosity for me, and it works well. It just straight up gets the job done. I've never had a bad beard day testing these. I've never had the craziest, oh my gosh, I'm going on a date, I need to bust one of these out, but my beard feels well. I am in winter, so that more thicker, kind of medium thick blend works very well for me. And so everything was a positive as far as the ingredients and as far as the blend goes. Okay, got that? And then we'll talk about at the end, we'll talk about the body oils. We'll save that past the beard stuff so we can get the bearded viewers out here right away. Let's go ahead and I don't have any other products to talk about. So let's go ahead and talk about the scent profiles, which they do put on the labels. If you guys notice here, it kind of strings around the bottom of the label. And so in no particular order, you guys, the first one up is Churchill, and this is leather, tobacco, and bourbon. Traditionally speaking, not really my thing, right? And this would be that. It really is a bourbon tobacco. It's a very manly, very dark, very rich type scent. To me, if you're someone that loves a cigar lounge, and you think of Churchill, you think of the history and the ambiance of what comes with Churchill. This kind of nails it. Again, not my thing. I'm probably never going to reach for this one again, but I know so many of you out there watching right now are like, gimme, Dan, let me try. All right, next one up is Limoncello. And I do like that they have that brand recognition, but also a little bit different, right? The color on the label is slightly different here as far as the name up at the top has a little bit of splash of color, so you can distinguish a little bit. So limoncello is lemon, marshmallow, and vanilla. Whoo, okay, unique, right? And this one is nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. And this does say FOEO, so I'm not sure if it's a mix. I don't know if that's just a generic statement. So I don't know if it's fragrance oils or essential oils. I would assume with stuff like marshmallow, we're probably talking about at least a mix of fragrance and essential. This one's just smooth. I do get lemon first and foremost. In beard, it kind of fades. And then that marshmallow and vanilla is very light. Very, very kind of chilled out vibes on this one. I mainly get an earthy lemon scent. I do enjoy this. This is casual wear, could wear on a daily basis. I do like that one. All right, next one up we have is Cafe Cubano. Oh, na. All right, and this one is coffee and vanilla. All right, straight up coffee vanilla. And it is, and it's on the lighter side of coffee vanilla scents. I enjoy this one. Once again, it is winter. I love coffee scents in winter. I don't know what it is, the hot kind of thoughts with the cold climate, but it's just a light, nice, and pleasant coffee vanilla scent. All right, next one up is Maple Noir. Proud of myself. I think I'm pronouncing these right today. Go me. And this one is a little bit tough to see. I would consider changing the color on the scent profile here. And this one is maple, bourbon, and marshmallow. Really interesting when we do not see that marshmallow note often, and he's got it in here twice already. Yeah, this is Canada in a bottle. You really do get maple out of this one. That's my biggest tell. The bourbon gives it a little bit of kind of a caramel scent. The marshmallow gives it a little bit of a kind of vanilla scent to me, if that makes sense. Almost like a root beer vanilla is what I get from that marshmallow. It's a maple scent. Now, I would love this in a diffuser in the winter. I would love this in a candle. I just don't love it under my nose. It's not really my thing, but if you're very curious about a maple scent, this would do it for you. All right, next one up in the Sriracha bottle, we have the Morning Glory. Morning Glory. And this one is citrus, mint, and vanilla. Yep, and this one's in Beard right now. I actually got it on bottle because I used it right before this video. And this is by far my most used one. I really enjoy this one. Citrus, mint, and vanilla. It's exactly like you would think. You have this wonderful blend of scents that just go together. You get that citrusy, almost lemon, orange, lime world. And then you get the mint in there that just brings a freshness. It almost like elevates it. And then the vanilla is just kind of like a subtle bonding agent where it's like, I don't want you to be a little bit too aggressive on the citrus. I don't want you, or too tart. I don't want you to be too effervescent on the mint. It just, let me put a little sweetness in there. Ding, ding, ding. That is my winner, and I will finish that bottle, by the way. All right, and then the next one is Le Citron, and this one is a lime coconut. Yes, you can sing the song. Go ahead. Put the lime in there. Okay. It is tropical scent, lime scent. If you enjoy lime scent, this is much more of a lime than a coconut to me. When you get it in beard and on skin, the coconut does come out a little bit more, but lime is what hits you first for at least the first half an hour to an hour, and then you get little whiffs of it throughout the day. Subtle, nice on that tropical vibe. So those are the Beard products, you guys. I like them. They're off to a really good start. I'll be curious to see how it evolves in the future, if they do anything like add carriers or keep it very simple, and then to see how it evolves. But they are out swinging and did a really, really good job. Some of the scents aren't for me, but nothing that like really turned me off. I didn't have to go wash them out or anything like that. And let's talk about the last two things, and this would be the Lyons Mane Body Oil for Her. Now again, I've worn these. You guys know my wife Sam, she has not. She's very picky on body products, and it's a rare case where she'll try these products. This one was not for her to try. Okay, so this one is after tea, black tea, rose, and vanilla. And the carrier blend on this one, jojoba, avocado, pomegranate, and then their scents. So pretty much the same kind of carrier base there. It is. This is a floral, refreshing tea scent. I love it. If this was out of the Beard products, and again, it's got the blend, the only difference would be there's a different IFRA fragrance allowance for body products as compared to Beard products. So that could be the only change that is in this. To me, this would be my second favorite scent out of everything that he offers. I love it. If you are a floral fan, if you are a tea fan, and you don't mind being like, oh, damn, that's a unisex scent. That's a little bit girly. Whoop, don't care. This one, awesome. Absolutely awesome. And then the last one is Victorian Silk, and this is rose and vanilla. Rose and vanilla, same thing, jojoba, avocado, pomegranate, and then you have those two scents on there. It is a rose scent. If you guys understand rose scents, I used to have a blow dryer that had an attachment that would just get rose through the blow dryer. Now, it didn't go onto the beard. It was just for the experience. Some of you are like, damn, that's weird, or whatever adjective. I enjoyed it. This brings me back to that. I don't always love a super rose forward scent. However, in the last one, the black tea kind of cuts into it, and some of the vanilla cuts into it. This one is straight rose with a little bit of vanilla. Very, very floral. If you like rose, if you like floral, this is going to be for you. But I wear these. I put it on my side. I put it on my, well, I guess my love handles, my side. I put it on my arms, and especially below my calves, right above the ankle. That spot gets really dry for me. So really good job, man. This was a cool company to be able to check out. One that I had not heard a lot about before, but I'm really digging the vibes of what they're putting out, where they're going. Can't wait to follow their journey. Now, down below, have any of you tried them? Please leave your feedback. Good, bad, other, your favorites, stuff that wasn't for you. Let the community know. And then, do you have any questions for the company? Do you have any questions for myself? I'm happy to help with what I can. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for allowing me to bring these companies to your eyes and get a bigger stage for them. My name is Lyons Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.